Hi, I'm Clever and welcome back to the Clever Report. So when people say men are actually bottling their emotions and not talking about how they feel, and this is why I tell men not share your emotions in this current world we are living in. Do not share emotions, because if you want to share emotions, share to your guys, to your brothers, that they are the ones that actually empathize with you because they understand the masculine experience. So there's a clip going on Twitter about a young man, a new father, a young father, a first time father, expressing his feelings during the wife's pregnancy, the hurdles he has to go through, and every other thing. So I want us to watch the clip, then I'll give you my take on that.
Causes the attention to the mother. I'm not saying no, they deserve it. It's like that's a whole lot of job. But in the old time, nobody pays attention to the guy.
Father.
It's as crazy as the day I had my son. I did not sleep for like 12 hours. I I had my son, everybody was happy. Nobody really asked me, Guy, how are you? I did close to 48 hours not closing my eyes.
Wow.
And there was no time to eat because you become, like I made that tweet online and it went viral that time. I said, nobody will tell you that husband is just a title. You are a glorified errand boy, especially when you have a child. Why the care and attention is going to the wife, hey, pepper soup, mogi, for the breast milk and all that.
Nobody cares.
Nobody cares. It's even as bad as they'll send you on an errand, you are not back early, maybe you are battling with a challenge or something. Oh, it's the latter and need they are not asking you.
Right.
Are you okay? So that alone
It's a lot.
is a lot. And
Now you will see that he was right in expressing his opinion. This is his lived experience, and he wasn't in any way trying to invalidate that pregnancy is mostly about 80% or 90% about the woman, because she feels the direct brunt of pregnancy. Her body is being cut open, her emotions are spiraling around, and we understand that and we empathize with that situation. But that doesn't invalidate the emotions, the emotional state or psychological states of the husband, especially present father. So why is this clip viral? The clip is viral because a popular content creator in Nigeria, Maraji, expressed her opinion on this issue on the clip, and it was ludicrous what she had to say. I want us to watch the clip now.
there's pregnancy and all that. Everybody focuses the attention to the mother. I'm not saying,
As to what? As to focus the attention on you?
but in the old time, nobody pays attention to the guy.
Father.
Are you pregnant?
The day I had my son, I did not sleep for like 12 hours.
Even my mother, the day I was giving birth, she did not sleep. I literally begged this woman, please sleep, because we left her with my other two boys. Please sleep, because you really want to take care of them during the day. This woman, she prayed throughout the night. Prayer. I trust that woman. Hypertension won't finish them. There are pregnant women that vomit from beginning of pregnancy to the end of pregnancy. Daddy, what do you mean by 12 hours?
I had my son, everybody was happy. Nobody really asked me, Guy, how are you?
I don't know where this man is coming from, but if you do, please explain. You had your son, nobody's asking you how are you. Is it how are you that's going to be telling you congratulations?
I did close to 48 hours not closing my eyes.
Daddy! The problem here is not the fact that you went through things. The problem is that you're trying to compare. You're trying to vis-a-vis. They are telling your wife how are you and they're not telling you how are you.
Like I made that tweet online and it went viral that time. I said, nobody will tell you that husband is just a title. You are a glorified errand boy.
Would you have wanted to breastfeed instead? No, which one would you have preferred? It's like somebody comparing cancer to malaria. It's kind of crazy. I feel like he's making light of the fact that it is such a honor to be able to serve your wife and your family in this time, especially because men barely do anything in pregnancy. You are not carrying the child, you're not giving birth to the child, you're not pushing the child, you're not being cut open, you don't have to lose the weight, you don't have to carry the mommy pouch, you don't have to have diastasis recti. There's barely anything a man can do during pregnancy. So the only thing you can do is to be of service to your wife in that time.
Why the care and attention is going to the wife, hey, pepper soup, mogi, for the breast milk and all that.
Nobody cares.
Nobody cares.
I swear daddy wants to breastfeed. I feel like it's fine, it's valid that men talk about, how hard it is to have a newborn baby, especially when you're a very active father. But comparing it to what your wife went through, asking for the kind of care she's getting. Nobody cares for you when everybody's caring for her. Nobody asks you how you are doing when everybody's catering to her. Everybody's taking care of her because she has to, produce breast milk. Nobody's asking you how are you because you've not slept for 12 hours. Daddy, it's the comparison that's the problem.
Now, you see that she was trying to, there was no empathy. She was just being a narcissist. When people say women hardly empathize, these are the things, that make that claim very, very valid in this situation. Because, yes, we all know that women are actually the primary, recipients of all the hardships during pregnancy. Their bodies are being cut open, etc. We understand, and we held them for that, and God actually prepared the female body for that. But that doesn't invalidate the claim or the psychology behind the husband or the father, and especially first time father. It's very, very strenuous and stressful. And it's not even a battle of the sexes. It's not even a battle of who suffered more. But if when you work as a unit or work as a family, everybody is a shared responsibility. But showing that, trying to invalidate the claims or the feelings of the lived experience of this young man is very, very bad. Because it is not all about the female. Yes, it's mostly about her, but it's not all about her. Because in this situation, the father has to be strong during the 9 months of the pregnancy, even after after the baby has been put to bed. The first father has to be very, very strong, certainly regulating the emotions of the wife, running around errands and doing every other thing. We know how the emotions of women during pregnancy fluctuates. I've not been a father before. I have senior brothers, I have uncles that are now fathers. I knew how they were running around, catering for their wife, which is the best thing to do as a husband. But when the man comes out to talk about his lived experience and you are shaming him for that, it's a very, very big problem. Especially when there's influx of deadbeat fathers and deadbeat husbands. But when this husband that is a present father is talking about his experience, I think we should have more grace. Yes, maybe he didn't express his opinions or his feelings in the right way. Maybe the wording wasn't better, but we understand that he wasn't trying to make light of the wife's experience. But he was just saying that yes, it's not as if he's being a crybaby about it or he's moaning about it. But he's just saying that this is what I experienced. And there are many men that experience worse than that because childbirth is a very, very strenuous task. And the caring for the child and everything, maybe for your wife underwent a C-section or an operation, they become the primary carer of that baby. And it doesn't come to us naturally as men. But a present father should be appreciated. Yes, that's his or her child or offspring. But a present father should always be appreciated because there are many deadbeat fathers out there. And that doesn't, mitigate or reduce the experiences of the woman being the person that bears measure of the pain during the pregnancy, during pushing out the baby. I see the way she was just laughing hysterically at the lived experiences of this young man. It shows that there is no empathy there. She thinks everything is about her. And another thing, I want to give her a grace because maybe this is her own lived experience. Maybe during her pregnancy, the husband didn't step up. Husband wasn't even having sleepless nights and stuff. I can understand if she's coming from because hurt people. Maybe she's saying that she's coming at it from her own experience. And lastly, when she said about cancer and malaria, just because somebody has terminal cancer, using the extreme example to buttress your point is a very, very bad faith argument. So because somebody has cancer, which is terminal, which is 75% or 80% chances of the person losing his or her life, doesn't invalidate the claim of the person that has malaria, but you can still die from malaria. So, and I'm happy, let me give kudos to the women online, the mothers online that are pushing back on this narrative that a husband should not be given credit or shouldn't be recognized because of his role during the childbearing stages and everything. There are many women, good women online saying that no, my husband actually did a lot and I commend him for that. So, trying to push this narrative and saying that men don't do anything is very, very bad. It's very, 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 very bad, especially in a world that hardly recognizes the male struggle, hardly recognizes the male experience, a very gynocentric world that doesn't care about men. So I'm happy, people on Twitter, Nigeria Twitter per se, are pushing back on this narrative because everything is not about you, and the men's feelings should not be invalid because men should talk about their feelings. Men should talk about their feelings, and that man has spoken about his feelings, and he's being shamed, called a princess, called all sorts of names, called a woke dad just because he expressed his feelings on a podcast. And that's crazy. That's the world we live in. So that's all I'm going to say about that. So make sure you give me your take in the comment section. I might be wrong. might disagree with me, but do it so respectively. Like, subscribe, do all the fun things, turn on post notifications so you'll be notified anytime I drop another video. You know I love you, but God loves you more.